Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
This is Dan Jurgen.
This is Jason J. Lewis, the voice of Superman on Justice League Action.
This is Mark Wade, writer of Superman Birthright.
And you're listening to the Krypton Report.
The Krypton Report podcast is dedicated to all things Superman, Supergirl, and the planet Krypton. We discuss movies, TV, game, comics, and all things DC. So join me, Tyler, with my co-host James and Jania.
Ho, 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 who wouldn't know? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Oh, I'm not going to sing anymore because I suck. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
That out of your Carol.
Nope, that's coming. That's coming
you have
later.
You have a voice of Fergie and Jesus.
I have the voice of myself, but Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. This is our Christmas themed episode this year. And it's exciting to get to do this with my buddy James. Another year of podcasting with James, the man of steel himself, the Superman of Red, Mr. Cole. What's up, buddy?
Yo, 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 yo. Ho, ho, ho.
And then another year of podcasting with our special guest, Mr. Bryan, the man-child, the last son of Krypton, Peters. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, 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 what's up?
throwing gang signs that no one can see because this is straight audio. But hey,
not even each other. Can't even see.
I know, it's crazy. But hey, good times. I'm wearing my Superman Santa hat in the spirit. Bryan and I are both getting over colds because this is Ohio and the weather sucks. It was like 60 degrees. 60 degrees.
And last week it was below freezing.
Yes. No wonder we're all sick. Jania is the sweet Lois Lane that she is like one step, healthier than I am. But man, does it suck.
It's like, okay, Ohio weather is like asking your wife where she wants to go for dinner.
It doesn't know.
Like I don't know. What do you want?
So what you do is you take a spinner wheel from Twister, and in each section you write one of your favorite restaurants, and you just tell her to spin it. And wherever it lands is where you go. And if she says no, you just say, then either you pick in 5 seconds or that's where we go. I ain't putting up with this junk.
Good luck with that.
All right, but let's talk some merriment. This year, I'll say it right now. This year, Christmas has come fast.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, I feel like there's been I feel like I was starting to build up after Thanksgiving, and I said, "Hey, Tyler, slow down." And then now here we are, and it's time, and I'm like, what? I don't know. It feels really weird this year.
Yeah, it feels just like yesterday was, we were getting ready for Halloween.
Yeah. Exactly. And anymore, it feels like Halloween is almost part of the holiday season because it feels like it's here, and then I blink and it's Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, even before Halloween hits, man, they're freaking putting Christmas they're putting Christmas stuff out for sale.
Right. That's really what it is. Like I remember back in the day, Halloween would get 2 weeks, and Thanksgiving would get a half hour, and then boom, Christmas. But I think we were up in you and I were talking about, Tyler, hey man, I just went to Walmart and Halloween was here yesterday. Now it's all gone.
Yeah.
And now it's all Christmas. And what's going on? I mean, it was really bad this year. But anyway, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays.
Ramadan, Kwanzaa. If you celebrate Yule, if you celebrate any of the other winter festivities, hey, Merry, whatever.
Saturnalia.
Yeah, fill in the blank, So here's some questions for you guys. We'll start it off. At this time of year, is there any certain comics that you like to read?
Ooh.
To help you celebrate the holidays?
That's a good question.
Batman Noel is Christmas staple.
We've done Batman Noel, we've reviewed that, and that is yes. I also just bought, I think it was it was one of the, there's the Paul Dini, detective issue, but there's one in the new Batman Adventures where they brought it back as like a comic book issue that was Christmas themed with Batman fighting Harley and Ivy, and it was fun.
I know which one you're talking about.
But also, the amazing Dan Jurgens' Metropolis Mailbag is always one that I like to read. And I love that at DC Universe, there's like the holiday tab. So you can dig in through your holiday comics and enjoy the different like collective trades. Like, I feel like since they've started the app, we haven't seen one this year. Like there was one last year, but I don't think there was one this year. No, of like a holiday trade collection of like a bunch of new holiday short stories put together. I think it's all just like on the digital now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This year they've had specials for all kinds of stuff this year, so
I thought we were supposed to get that like Batman holiday special, the Christmas one, cartoon with Damien or whatever. Do you guys remember that being announced, or is that next year?
No, I do remember that. I don't recall when it was supposed to be. I thought it was sure. Maybe closer to Christmas. I
know, like I just was like, it was announced September 1st.
Why does something like December 23rd sound like a date that something
will live in
coming
infamy
out? It is a Thursday, so it would make sense. That's when HBO Max drops all of their or most of their content. So
I'm pulling up because I was like, I thought we were supposed to Merry Little Batman Holiday Special will be yesterday. Warner announced Acme Night, a new family program block called Acme Night on Cartoon Network. Part of the announcement was Merry Little Batman animated special. Okay, let's see here. Okay. It says Acme, the block is supposed to debut September 19th. The Acme Nights debuts, but nothing more. But yeah, that's one of those things that I remember hearing about, and I thought, we were going to get this year. I was kind of really pumped, but I haven't heard anything else. And I follow literally everything DC on every social media platform.
All right.
So I don't know.
Well, we're just keeping our fingers crossed.
Yeah, it'll probably come out the day after we drop this recording. Merry Christmas, guys.
No doubt.
So, but all right. So here's my next question for you, jolly old fellows. Is there any special comic-related Christmas viewings that you do yearly? Maybe there's some that we haven't mentioned.
Usual, of course, that probably all mentioned Batman or Zam. Justice League episode, Comfort Way.
Just watched that the other day with the kids. Always
Justice League Action. I can't remember the name of it.
Party Animal, I think it is. Yep. Haven't watched that one yet. That one's coming up here soon. Christmas with the Joker.
Christmas with the Joker. That's my go-to.
What?
I have Mark Hamill singing the Jingle Bells in my holiday Christmas list. So
I need to make that my ringtone.
I used to have it as a ringtone, but so all I can find on the Merry Little Batman is I guess it'll be next year, 2022.
Oh.
So it's kind of crappy because I'm like, if you're going to announce something like that, just announce it the year it comes out. Like it should have been like announced last year, and then like I would rather something like that that's going to take a while. Just announce it like a couple months before it comes out, so you can just build the hype train. I don't need to know about it like that far in advance. You know, it would have been cool if they just announced it in September and it dropped in December, and we would have been like enjoying it right now. But whatever. Let's see. Okay. So on the live action side, and we'll get into part of our topic today, is the wonderful episodes of Mxymas with Smallville, which I watched the other morning. I was watching it as I was getting the kids ready to go on the bus, and Sayla said, "Pause it, Daddy, and don't watch it till I get home from school."
Aww.
She's like, "I'll watch it with you." I was like, "All right, baby girl." I was like, "Fair enough." And it bums me out that we only got one proper Christmas episode of Smallville. You know, like you went for 10 seasons. You couldn't have gave me like, they give us some weird Christmas takes place in the episode of Gemini in season 7. But yeah, 10 seasons. And you give me one proper Christmas. What the heck, Smallville?
Right. No, I agree to that. There are some shows that do holiday episodes almost every year.
There's always a great Friends. They gave us Thanksgiving episodes. Some are better than others, but there's a Thanksgiving episode in every season of Friends. All 10 of.
Yep. There's most of them have Christmas episodes.
Yeah.
I like when Superman saved the Jews.
Hey, you stole that. I was about to tell that story because I told Jania next year we're going to do a special, like we're going to have Mary and Joseph, and then next to it's going to be the dreidel with Superman and the holiday armadillo as he flies all of the Jews out of Egypt.
That's great.
I'll probably get my house questioned. Like, what is this? It's from Friends. It's cool, people. Don't worry about it. And then we're going to talk about today. Our main topic and subject that we're getting to is we're going to review the holiday episode of Lois and Clark, Twas the Night before Mxymas. And what's interesting is, was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago that we did Season's Greetings, which was...
I think 2 years ago.
Yeah. And what's interesting is there are 4 seasons of Lois and Clark, and there are 3 Christmas episodes of Lois and Clark. So thank you, Lois and Clark.
Say that again?
There are 4 seasons of Lois and Clark.
Right. Yep.
And there are 3 Christmas episodes. So out of 4 years, they gave me 3 Christmas episodes.
Huh.
And then Smallville gave me 1 out of 10 years.
Well, Lois and Clark is better than Smallville.
And then of course I always watch the Flash. You know,
as you should.
Has the Christmas episode where Eobard actually first really appears as the Reverse Flash. Is a Christmas staple to watch as well.
Good episode.
It's a great episode. The first season is amazing still of the Flash, but yeah, that episode it's a good Christmas.
That first season probably the best.
And I'm hoping, you know, the times table, depending on how they do it, that I really want a Superman and Lois Christmas episode. Okay. I don't care if you air it in July. Okay. Or if I'm watching it in April, you know, like if season 2 kind of picks up, like, you know, just a couple months, same year, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just saying, give me a Christmas episode with that Kent family. Because that would be amazing. But
Definitely.
and then, all right. So this year, 2021, boys, is there any particular super comic or comic based gift item that you'd like to share with our listeners that you think would be a great gift?
Oh, see, now you bring that on me. I didn't look up any stuff.
You mean you don't have it already built into your brain like I do?
Well, you're probably not gonna like my answers.
Well, Brian, that's okay. We still like you. So
Oh, I mean, I'm freaking awesome.
that's why we have you around.
Expect. Well, so comic books that I would recommend for Christmas gifts.
Well, any comic based thing. Like, I'll go first just to kind of.
Fair enough.
I recommend, like, the one item that I really want to get this year for Christmas that's like more comic based is I want to get the McFarlane Toys DC Direct Rebirth Superman. Like, I'm really hoping they do a Reborn Superman figure, but they just released the Rebirth Superman figure. I actually saw it today, and that is one that I highly recommend for people.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out, but that's something. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I mean, it could be my favorite suit, right?
It's got the blue boots.
Yeah, it's the one I have on my lock screen.
So,
oh no, that's. I think the one. Yeah, I think the one that's on my lock screen is actually
Born. Yep.
Born suit. Yeah.
Yep. It's the Reborn suit that we want a figure of. Like, I really want McFarlane to make me a Reborn, and I want McFarlane to make me a what do you call it? Tyler Hoechlin Superman.
That'd be sweet.
Because that's what I need.
So the best gift for this Christmas that I recommend the Snyder trilogy on Ultra Blu-ray.
Oh yeah.
You get, of course, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and then the Snyder Cut Justice League. You also get like holographic little cards of all Justice League. You get awesome art of the anti-life equation. You just get an awesome book list with it. It's very well put together. I got it for myself for my birthday. Highly recommend that. Also recommend a good Superman slippers, a nice Superman robe for yourself. And then for reading this year, I recommend some Jeff Loeb Superman. I am currently reading, I'm into Our Worlds at War, which Jeff Loeb spent a good time building up to. And I really like Jeff Loeb's Superman. For those listeners that don't know really what he did in that arc, he made Lex Luthor president. He also made Mongol's son somewhat of an ally of Superman, which was kind of interesting. He also made Lois keep a secret from Clark, which I won't spoil that for you. A pretty dark secret. I'm really digging that run. I highly recommend that to you guys. Also wrote a very awesome story with Batman Superman, Public Enemies, which is one of our favorites here. I know it's James' favorite. And always recommend All-Star Superman. Definitely recommend that. And I really recommend some Mark Wade Flash. Always excellent. Some Jeff Loeb Flash. And the always wonderful, my favorite DC character, well, other than Wally West, if you can find the collection of Ron Mars's Kyle Rayner Green Lantern. There's only 2 volumes of it. It doesn't give the whole entire collection, but if you want to read a great character, Kyle Rayner by Ron Mars, can't recommend it enough. And of course, Wally West Flash. And that's pretty much what I have on my list. Find anything you can find of Kyle Rayner in the 90s, and you will fall in love.
All right. Your turn,
Oh,
James.
awesome. I mean, right now, mostly what I'm reading is just current books, you know? Tom Taylor, Superman, Son of Kal-El, Justice League Incarnate, Action. Here, read Superman and the Authority. I mean, you know, there's a lot of great Superman books currently coming out. You know, it's great to have a lot of, you know, Philip Kennedy Johnson's doing great on his Superman books. Tom Taylor Williamson with Calvin Ellis as the Superman of Justice League Incarnate. So
that's when I
lots
want
of
to
really
into.
lots of really good books out right now.
You know, I agree. As far as with the books and everything, I've just really been loving what McFarlane has been doing with the figures. So I'm just overly excited for.
Well, Tyler got an early Christmas gift from me.
I did. I got the Superman, the McFarlane Superman fighting the Batman Doomsday.
You lucky son of a.
I mean, it's pretty epic. And it was just funny because she ordered it for me. And she said, hey, some packages are going to be delivered. I'm like, okay. She's like, don't look at them. I'm like, I never look at them. Like, I know, like, it's, you know. But
like, it is the season. Come on.
You know, even when she buys stuff on Amazon, like, if it's not something I'm expecting, I don't mess with it. And it was hilarious because Bryan was over and it gets delivered and I'm like, do we hear a knock at the door? And we go and I open the door and there's a box that says McFarlane Toys. Like,
You didn't see that box. You didn't see that box. You didn't see that box.
And it has the big Spawn logo. It says McFarlane. The tape even says McFarlane. And on the outside of the box tells you what's inside. So it's like
hey, bud, I think you got a McFarlane package.
And so like Jania came home.
Bigger.
She came home and she's like, well, crap. She's like, well, here. Just remember on Christmas morning when you open it. And I was like, okay.
So word for the wise, everybody. If you have a type of job that's open all day, have your packages shipped to your job. That's what I do. FedEx comes to my job every day, and I have shipped to my job, and then I store them there in our safe room. So my wife definitely never knows what's going on.
See, that's one thing I miss, like when I worked at Verizon, is we had a full-on mailroom, and yeah, people would have stuff delivered there all the time, and then I would just go and pick stuff up there. And that's how I did Christmas those couple of years I was working there. Is just have the packages delivered there, and so.
Well, you know, I got my Christmas gift early. Also, I got my 20th anniversary Smallville Christmas this year,
And a baby.
She got and a baby, and a baby. she got it for me. She got real excited when it got delivered. And then she was like, well, she's like, well, what it is, I don't think I can hide it.
You're like,
She's like, I don't know if I want to keep it from you until Christmas.
you're like,
So.
really? What is it? And she's like, really, James? Really?
Right.
You're like, I don't know.
So far, the only gift I've given this month for Christmas was bread.
I don't know if that's a gift. I mean, you got to pay that every.
And she's grateful for it every month, my landlord.
Good.
Yeah, I honestly, I still haven't got Jen anything. I have no idea when I'm gonna get her.
I'm just broke.
And I'm broke. Yeah.
Due to the fact that the kids get out of school starting Friday.
Oh my gosh. Oh
complete
god.
like cuts into me like an entire week I could have been working like and everything, so it really cuts into any time there. And when the kids were sick, I had to take time off, and that cut into me not being able to work. And so yeah, I'm just broke. I'll be on the corner giving out candy, ringing a bell. But anyways, enough about my misery. So, James, what's one of your favorite Christmas songs?
Jingle Bell Rock?
Baby, it's cold outside.
So Bryan says, baby, it's cold outside.
No. I'm saying that's James' favorite Christmas. Hey.
So, James, you said Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree?
Jingle Bell Rock.
Ah, Jingle Bell Rock.
I always listen when that song.
It's a great one. It is a great one.
Just watched Lethal Weapon last night with the opening Jingle Bell.
All right. Is there another favorite Christmas song?
Do I have another favorite?
Yep.
Hinting at something that I'm not guessing.
Nope. Just. I'm trying to do something fun here. And
oh, okay.
He's secretly filling out Mad Lib.
yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm figuring out my Christmas Mad Lib right now.
Oh, are you?
Yep.
Okay.
So what's another favorite James Christmas song?
I mean, Santa Claus is coming to town.
All right, let's check.
I like some of the classics.
All right, let's see here.
I mean, I like Mariah Carey singing "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Get the F out of here. Like that. Now that's the DC build right there.
No, what's the song I was thinking of? She sings another Christmas song. It's funny. She's so good at singing, but you can't sing along.
Dang it!
So it's kind of a pain in the butt.
I don't know about you, but like I don't sing along to her Christmas stuff, but I sing along to Fantasy all the time.
This is backfiring here. You guys pick some crazy songs. We'll come back to you, Bryan. What's one of your favorite Christmas songs, Bryan?
I ruined it, Tyler.
My favorite Christmas song. I like Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Love that one.
Right.
I love and you can make fun of me all you want. I do like NSYNC's Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays one. Probably because it was Sissy Boy. I like the White Christmas. It's the one. It's more of a it's the one where where Kevin McAllister is like put on the deodorant.
It's White Christmas.
Dreaming of a while. It's like more.
We're not talking versions here. We're just talking about songs in general.
No, versions matter to me.
That's not what we're doing, though.
But it matters to me.
That's not the point of this.
And I also enjoy the Grinch song. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I like that. And what else? I like Old Holy Night.
All right, so
you fill out your Mad Lib. Fill out your Mad Lib.
For Bryan, the first one he gets is I'm Screaming for a Fright Christmas by the Scarecrow. I'm screaming for a fright Christmas, just like the fear we used to know, where the shadows beckon and the children's reckon and things lurking down below. I'm screaming for a fright Christmas for every helpless Gothamite. May their days be scary as night, and may all their Christmases be fright. And then the second one for Bryan, because he named songs that are listed in my book of books.
Well, I love the Scarecrow. So.
Oh, lanterns light, the stars go on forever. Behold the sector of 2814. Oh, lanterns light, the planets call together. For protection from heroes in green. A blaze of light, an alien world rejoices. A brightest day to banish blackest night. Hold up your rings. Oh, see, the core approaches. Oh,
I love it.
Outshined. Oh, light to fight the dark. Green lanterns light. Oh, light. Green lanterns light.
Hold up your ring.
All right, James. You want to try again, see if we can find a song for you, buddy?
Sure, why not? How about Blue Christmas?
All right, is it listed here?
Nice.
I think next year I'm just going to give you a list.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
And no, that is not listed. They need a second version of this book. Dang it, people.
I'll be so blue thinking about you.
All right, James, one more try. Let's find you a song, buddy.
I'll be all right.
How about Jingle Bells?
All right, let's try that.
Christmas of wine.
All right, Jingle Bells it is. And then we're going to meet Bryan. All right, Jingle Bells, Harley swells. Jingle Bells, Harley swells. Batman's just okay. My new look is off the hook, so who needs Mr. J? Dashing through the streets from a speeding Batmobile. Nearly Christmas Eve, so much more to steal. Ha ha ha. Mallet in my hand, making smiles bright. What fun it is to smash and grab on a frosty winter's night. Oh, Jingle Bells, Arkham sells, watch me get away. Harley Quinn is gonna win on a Merry Christmas Day. Yay!
That's not the one I know. Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Batmobile lost his wheel and Joker got away.
Until next year, we will read more from the DC holiday book.
I've had a lot of sugar.
That seems to be you all the time. But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back, and we're going to review Season 4, Episode 11 of Lois and Clark, Twas the Night Before Mxymas. And we're back.
Have you or a loved one suffered from...
Have you or anyone you know had to put up with listening to this episode while not being on special eggnog? It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's a gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
See, you got it. You got it.
Would you like some more eggnog?
I'll be outside parking the cars. If you need any help, Brian, I'll be upstairs asleep.
Maybe I could leave you in the desert for dead.
Brian, I would not be more excited if I woke up tomorrow morning with my head sewn to the carpet.
Are you serious, Clark? Dude, I've wanted this like my whole life. Well, almost my whole life. I would love to see a Superman episode or special with Superman meeting Cousin Eddie.
Lois has a second, like a Cousin Eddie that shows up out of nowhere, and he's like,
my gosh! Could you imagine? Like all the hope of Superman and the positivity with Cousin Eddie.
"Are you serious? I don't want to go down there with nothing between my brain, but a piece of government plastic."
She turns the microwave on. I
don't know.
I pissed my pants and forget who I was. I don't know.
All right, here we go. So, Lois and Clark, Season 4, Episode 11. Twas the Night before Mxymas. Aired December 15th, 1996. And one thing about this episode, I forgot that this was the first one with Mr. Mxymas with Howie Mandel. For some reason, in my memory, I thought he showed up sooner in the series, but no.
He shows up like right near the end.
Yeah. And this is technically what? Not in order, but we've had 4 live-action Mxymas.
One.
Superboy.
4. 5 if you count like the 2 different actors, but
yeah. So okay, I have Howie. Are you counting Mikhail? Miss from Smallville.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the one. I knew I was forgetting one, and I guess we could count him.
And
He's
then
weird.
2 on Supergirl, but
yeah, I count those as separate because they really were. And considering that technically Thomas Lennon didn't show up till he showed up post-crisis, right?
Yes.
So it works. I will say most comic looking is the one from Superboy, but my favorite is Thomas Lennon on Supergirl. I feel like the energy and his acting is more in line with what I kind of see as a Mixie than Howie Mandel. Howie Mandel just seems like he should be narrating Bobby's World.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was a big, kind of person at this time. But, so this is Lois and Clark's first Christmas as being married. And Lois is nervous that they're hosting Christmas. And we learn more of how Lois just doesn't get into the holidays. And that's being reinforced by the previous episodes that we've had. And at the beginning, Clark tells her of how, he wishes people saw the world more like he does. And there's a great line a little bit later here. And he sees magic. And Lois, says that she'll try. And then Mxymas shows up and says that he is going to steal basically Christmas and time. So then starts day 1. And we're going to go through this. But basically, Mxymas puts a time loop on Superman on Christmas Eve between the hours of noon and 4 p.m.
Groundhog Day.
But it's not even Groundhog Day. It's 4 hours. That's what's crazy is it's just noon to 4 p.m. looped. So it's not even a full day.
Hey, there's no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. But the first day, day 1, we're going to have Christmas dinner with the Kents. The mom, Pa Kent will be there. Jimmy, Perry, Lois's mom, Jimmy's new intelligent Rhodes Scholar girlfriend. We see that Perry has sprung and bought a amazingly huge Christmas tree. We have peace talks that a treaty will be signed by Christmas between warring countries. And Mxymas, we see him at a bar and basically says he's going to steal tomorrow. Lois's mom is a recovering alcoholic, and we get the wonderful line about Lois. Clark says, "I forget not everyone sees the world or sees things the same way I do." And Lois says, "Clark, no one sees things the way you do." Clark saw a bank robber. He stops. And he saves Mr. Caldwell from falling off a building. That's day one proper. Now, boys, are you ready for the loop?
Yes, sir.
So then day two, the first things we know, the peace treaty may not be signed. Perry's a little off. Lois doesn't feel as confident about her paper. Jonathan's starting to lose hope because we find out the crops have all failed. The bank robber and the police, they arrest it, but you can start to see a little bit different in their just overall demeanor. And then, boom, noon. We do it again. The tree gets smaller. The peace talks are worse. Perry is even more sad. And we start to see little details that keep changing. Jonathan starts getting more down on himself, starts arguing. Perry starts mentioning more about how, looking back on, being Christmas alone without his children, wanting to play Santa, but not being able to. And then Clark has to keep telling his story, keep finishing it. So how did you guys feel about the episode as it goes through this with each day?
I thought the 4-hour time loop was a little too short. I thought that was kind of weird because it wasn't a whole day. He's saying that he's going to get him stuck in like a day. It's really just a short time window. But I really loved how this episode really focused on the hope that Superman has and the hope that everything brings. And I really loved how, how the dialogue between him and Lois, where she wants to see things the way he sees it. She wants to be hopeful. She wants to have that Christmas spirit. And I just really love how he kind of had to show it to people. I really enjoyed the episode, except some minor thing, but we'll get that later.
I agree with you because I really enjoy that. He's perpetuating hope, and he's trying to find a way to bring the spirit as he goes through each day. He learns a little bit more about each person that he interacts with, and like I was thinking about the time loop being so small. It makes it a little bit more annoying, too, if you think about it. Because when he tells Lois, and he kind of gets her to believe him when he goes through, and your mom walks in now, and then now, and then this now, and everything. She joins him, and they start researching lore, about imps and elves and gnomes and everything. Had he had a whole day being different, but that 4 hours goes by so fast that Clark has to start over again. So I think it makes it a lot harder on him, and then as the story progresses, we learn, Mxymas Piddle gives him an offer of basically, I'll end the time loop and restore hope if you leave Earth. And Clark says, I love these people, and there's always a little bit of hope in the human spirit. And what's great is everyone's frozen. And we find out, and Lois breaks free because Lois could feel the hope coming from Clark. Oh, that was really cool. And then, of course, now she's out of the loop. So when the next day starts, she remembers, and they can just kind of work together. So it's like we go through 5 days, and it's on the 5th day that he really starts to change things because he gets more proactive. As when he goes and he shows up before the guy robs the bank, and has gotten let me step back. On day 4, he finds out about the bank robber's kind of history. He found out that Mr. Caldwell actually jumped because he's rich but has no one to share Christmas or anything with. So on the last day, he goes, and when the guy's going to walk into the bank to rob it, Superman comes walking out with the guy's wife and kids and got the guy a job as security at the bank. And then he goes and talks to Mr. Caldwell before, and helps Mr. Caldwell help replace the children who their presents and everything had burnt down. And he was sharing, replacing that. And he gives Perry the opportunity to play Santa to these kids. And he just flips everything on its head. So what do you guys think about that?
I mean, the way you were talking about when they after Superman, got everybody to like have their hope back and stuff.
Yeah.
And Mxy shows up. Yeah, it was. It was funny. He kept trying to. He didn't have any new material, He kept trying to get him to fall back into like what they had been dealing with right after Superman brought him back out.
Yeah,
like
it was funny because he's like, you live alone. You have nobody. Hello,
right? What about your kids? Your kids don't love you. I was like, geez. Like,
why are you happy? You have a whole field. He's like, you have a whole field of frozen, wasted crops. Why are you happy? I think what was funny was Lois trying to sing Jingle Bells. And Lois has the arc of the episode of actually getting into the holidays by the end and really wanting to perpetuate that Christmas holiday giving spirit, and I thought it was just funny her singing Jingle Bells.
Yeah, well, she started all of the carols that they started singing, And
then Perry gives the last Christmas present to Mrs. Pitalick. And who was it from, James?
Kill Tipsism.
Kitchen accessory.
It was almost as if like that was the best way that Howie Mandel could deliver that backwards. Like it seemed like he was stumbling over it himself.
Yeah, they probably had like a dialect coach on the side, like telling like from DC, like this is how you pronounce it. This is how it's said.
Right.
He's like, what? What is this?
Right. That's one thing I must say about the Kyle episode on Smallville is Alice and Mac actually pulled it off.
Yeah.
But she knew that like they played it like, yeah, say that one back. Say that at all. Like say it 5 times fast.
Yep. And so here I did think it was kind of funny that we meet Jimmy's new girlfriend, and by the last day she looks like Cat Grant from season 1. Like she's like in like leopard print, like almost like she should be walking the streets look.
I don't know, she came in practically a pantsuit, and by the end, yeah, she looks like a streetwalker.
And this isn't, I'll just say that I love like the chemistry of Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher. They They kind of battle sometimes my number 2 best Lois and Clark combo, but they're definitely the top 3. And this isn't her worst hairdo. This is, I'm just because like was it in season 3 is when
it's
she
really
has
bad.
the really bad hair, like when it's like really short. At least by this time it's better.
It's grown
Like,
out a little bit.
Yeah, go back and watch season 3. You'll be like, ugh. But do you guys want to know what my favorite scene is?
What's that?
You guys are both going to pull this up after I. How did you watch this? Let me ask you guys that real quick. How did you watch this episode?
HBO Max.
With my eyes.
Just you have it implanted in your brain, Brian.
Oh, everything of 90s Terry Hatcher is implanted in my brain.
Oh, okay.
I had it downloaded via Matrix implant.
Oh, okay.
Heck yeah.
Cerebral. Yeah.
No, I own it digitally.
Okay, so I watched it on HBO Max as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back to the scene where the tree, Perry's Christmas tree, goes from being Charlie Brown's tree in a bucket to growing to be the big massive tree, if you look, that's not Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher. They're stand-ins. There's 3 shots. There is an overhead, then that cuts another like overhead wide shot of the stand-ins, and then the tree is grown. And if you look at the wide shot, it's a stand-in for Dean, a stand-in for Terry, and then it cuts close to them. And I was like, what? So yeah, you're gonna have to go and check that out.
It was an odd looking scene, but I just chalked it up to 90s computer animation type.
Well,
I was to say that's that's actually what I was paying attention to was the tree.
It's also odd because if you watch on HBO Max, that scene doesn't look high def.
No, not at all.
But yeah, if you go back and watch that scene and look at Superman in the wide shots, you'll see it's a stand-in.
This game,
James would have been like 11 or 10.
Like I said, is game.
I would say at that time probably about 10.
I think 11-year-old James had a shot with Terry Hatcher.
Well, dang! I wish I'd have known that.
You knew, buddy.
At 11 years old.
You made it. That's what you made, or a desperate houseboy.
Oh, dang! Very.
Hey.
So then the episode ends where they break. Mixie gets banished. Lois's dad shows up to be with Lois's mom. And it's Christmas. And Clark has provided hope on this most joyous of holidays. It was a great episode. It's a great one to just have in your superhero Christmas rotation.
I would have liked Mxymas mix the pill Monongahela River. I would have liked this costume to be a little bit more purple. I thought his costume was a little weird. Like I had no problem with it being Howie Mandel. Like that's fine. But I thought his costume just looked a little bit weird. It looked a little bit Austin Powers ish. Yeah, it just looked weird.
It was weird. He did not look or anything like Mrs. Petalik. I will say what's funny is, and I still say this, the Music Meister on Supergirl was a better Mxymas Petalik than almost every version of Mxymas Petalik until we got Thomas Lennon's.
Right. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Why did they get Gilbert Gottfried?
Because wasn't he he did the voice?
He did the voice of the animated
Superman, the animated series, excellent. Yeah,
but he didn't show up till 97, right? 98.
Yeah.
So that could be.
I don't know.
It was first season.
Yeah, which would have been 97. was when it debuted, anyways. But all right, boys, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
And a Happy New Year. It's been a good chat. I just hope that that everyone listening has had a good time with us. We are dipping into the festive nog, maybe not.
Maybe.
Or we're just all hyped up on cold medicine because we're sick and we live in Ohio.
Little rum in my eggnog.
Yeah, a little rum in that Coke. Rum.
Oh, yeah.
Still skin.
Rumpelstiltskin is good, man.
Try to pull that with Solomon and his friends. You got good friends, Frankenstein.
Right?
Oh, man. I love that movie.
Let's put a pin in it and get out of here, boys. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, you filthy
Happy
animal.
holidays.
Look up in the sky.
Do you like movies? Of course you do. Do you like comic book movies? Of course you do. Well, our Patreon is launched now. It's $1 a month. That's all we ask. $1 a month to hear great content. And right now, one of the biggest things we're doing on our Patreon is movie commentaries. I am a movie person, and I love to talk about movies. So what we're doing is at least 2 movie commentaries a month. You'll hear the wonderful voice of my wife, Jania, more often, and other special shows. Check out our Patreon at kryptonreport.com/Patreon. And all we ask is, hey, $1. It helps us keep the show on. We're not looking to get rich. We just help with the cost of doing this, and it helps a friend out. You loan a friend $1, you probably have $1 lying around the house and change. So check out patreon.com/KryptonReport. Sign up for the $1 a month and send us a message. You can be on the podcast. We can talk about something, anything you want to talk about. You can join us for a movie commentary if you want. So check it out.
And if you want to have a good time, keep listening to the Krypton Report.
If you're enjoying this podcast, here's some of our favorite podcasts to check out. Digging for Kryptonite, The Aspiring Kryptonian, Superman the Animated Podcast, The Last Sons of Krypton, The Geek of Steel, the All-Star Superfan Podcast, It All Comes Back to Superman, and Superboy Legacy, Supergirl Radio, and of course, always hold on to Smallville. Check all those out, enjoy those supercasts, and remember, keep listening. The Krypton Report is a Tears production. We thank you for listening and enjoying, and please support us on our Patreon account, our TeePublic store, and check out our social media. Always remember to look up in the sky.